Hey, welcome back to Skuttzbuttz, where today we are covering part 2 of How to Draw for Beginners. I'm Skuttzbuttz, and I'm a lifelong artist and craft gremlin. I've been doing freelance art for about a decade, and I'm hoping to share my experience with newer artists who are just trying to learn. So today we're going to be covering doodling, why it's important for when you're just starting out, and what the alphabet has to do with your potential artistic style, which I think is kind of neat. But before we start, I just want to give you a quick reminder. Digital artists, make sure you calibrate your tools. If your tools are out of calibration, you won't be placing your lines where you think you are, and it's going to make you more frustrated than you need to be. And for traditional artists, you can pull up your favorite drawing utensils, paper, sketchbooks. It's easy to get off-put from drawing if something isn't comfortable, or like if your materials are causing issues, such as using markers on a thin paper causing excessive ink bleeding, paper grain being something you like or hate, or the way the surface of a paper pills up when you erase. So having a consistent set of supplies and tools to work with, it will help you focus on growing your skills rather than just having the tools get in the way of learning, if that makes sense. And that's not to say that there's not a time and a place to explore new mediums. I highly recommend it. Being a mixed medium gremlin is fun, and you might even find new favorites to make art with. But sometimes when you're frustrated starting out, it's best to not add more frustrations on top until you have some confidence going, you got a little hand-eye coordination sorted out, like, you know? So now that we're comfy in our sketchbooks, let's get doodling. I am excited. So, let me tell you what I'm doodling with. I like this watercolor brush. I think it's slightly adjusted from what Clip Studio's tools were. I think I made it softer. Okay, so you know how I'm talking about tools being out of calibration? You can see right here, my line's going where my pen is. So this is fine, but on the screen up here, where there's a small circle, and you can see that that is where my pen is drawing, but it doesn't line up with my pen tip, right? So that's very similar to what will actually happen visually on your tablet. It's just kind of demonstrated by my little hand up over here, you see? So we have a direct comparison of what it's like to be out of calibration. So could you see that? Like, that is like drawing like a 1/4 inch under where I'm trying to draw. So if you have something that's going and you're trying to like line up your stuff, I'm gonna like line it up like this. I'm like, oh no, why is that not working? Like if I'm trying to draw stuff where the pen tip is, do you see how out of whack that is? This was completely accidental demonstrating, but like, I'm really glad that was fairly easy, because it's hard to explain how frustrating and or how much it can throw you off, but that like, if you're not drawing where it looks like you're drawing, it's gonna be frustrating. So, all right, let's talk about the alphabet thing, because I think that this is really interesting. And I lost all my notes on it. So, the way, my theory on this is anatomically, our hands are all slightly different. Like, the distance between my joints, how big my hands are, this is different. And just mechanically, like, my arches and the way my wrist curves are going to be different. The way my fingers move are going to be different. So I think that part of the reason it's so difficult to directly copy somebody's style is that a lot of these tiny nuances come out of just like your natural hand shape. It's why everybody's handwriting is different. And you can absolutely try to change the way you write, right? So if you have like chicken scratch handwriting and you want to try to write super legible, you can slow down and you can kind of change how you write, right? So it's kind of the difference between a messy sketch and line art. So you can practice and get better, and you can write better if you try. And it's not really fun, but I wrote in chicken scratch my whole life. It was enough for me to read, but nobody else could make left or right of it. And it took having a job where people actually had to read my handwriting before I really started to make it matter. So, you know, it's possible. And drawing's the same way. So if you are really good at drawing messy shapes and stuff, you can kind of try to teach yourself to learn how to do it more smooth. And you can kind of find some of the shapes, like, let's see, you wouldn't think, right? But say, like the letter J, right? J's. You have different kinds of J's, but the main thing is it's a hook, right? This hook motion. You've got like U's and V's and W's, right? Guess what you could do with these? Say I draw this shape, right? Guess what? If I go like this, it's like doing a J, a J, a J. You just rotate the angle and change the size at which you're doing it. And then we go in and we put in a little bunch of U's. We took two shapes that are already in your brain, a J and a U, and we did a little bend, and you can put the J's on the wing and the U's. Now, you need more knowledge to know where to put stuff, but just for doodling, just for funsies, just for learning the shape and getting used to it, like, try it. Like, it's crazy. So, like an S shape, right? You can take your S and you extend the S out. Now you do reverse hook shapes. Same thing. Boom. You take the U's, boom, you got your little feathers, right? That is an S, that's a J, and those are U's. And you use those shapes that are already in your brain that you write words with to communicate to other beings, and adjusted them slightly to get something that you want to make. So if you're kind of struggling to get over how do I make the shapes, like, you already know some of them more than you think you do. So the important thing about doodling and kind of playing around with stuff like this is it's a low-stress way to build a hand-eye coordination and to learn how to put these shapes together to make the things that you want, right? So, like, it's just... I'm trying to think of some more. Maybe, can you guys think of anything? I know W's are like a repeated shape, right? And I do them on repeat, and you can get scales for a dragon or a mermaid. So instead of doing all of them, say if I draw a mermaid tail, you know, and then, you know, I put a couple of W's and a U, like, you kind of can think of it as things you already know. Like, the tail here is kind of a W, but I just stretched the shape to be wrapping around more. Like, you can break stuff down. Like, it's so frustrating to see drawing tutorials done by people who have been drawing for a long time, because there's these dumb basic steps that we learned so long ago that we don't know how to communicate. And I guarantee, like, if you know how to write your name, you can learn to draw. You already know the basic motor skills. You just need to practice and apply those shapes to things. I hope that makes sense. And then I'm going to go ahead and probably doodle. I think I wasn't really sure where I wanted to end this lesson at, so I thought, what do I want to draw? Because doodling can produce really fun ideas when you're just kind of relaxing and letting the ideas and the shapes flow. And it's great for thumbnailing ideas. Not all artists just take one image and start from there, and that's, start and end their masterpiece. Like Magic the Gathering card art, which is gorgeous, beautiful. They have art directors for that, and the artists give several thumbnails for approval before they find out which one they're going to be doing. So it allows you to explore composition, different colors, different shapes, and if you're trying to get some sort of grand image out and it's frustrating you, I would recommend to just take that step back and just kind of relax, doodle, try some thumbnails, and see if anything out of those creates something that you can then track down or make some references for, and then go for a second version that's more dialed in. It's okay for your first drawings to be concepts of stuff. Like, not everything that comes out from your pencil on paper has to be a masterpiece. It's okay. All right. So, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll answer if I'm able to. And now I'll be talking a lot about my Pokemon while I draw them. We are in the interactive section now. All right. Molly, yes. Why isn't my chat like updating on the screen? No. So when I bring it up over here, it does. Did it get minimized? Don't know. All right, let's see. I can see the chat live on my screen, so I can see. What I can't see is the thing up here isn't updating. Okay, let's see. So I've got 6 Pokemon. I have Fishy, which sadly was the only Pokemon I lost at the finale, but we did suffer a loss. For those of you who don't know what a Nuzlocke is, it's a version of Pokemon where you play with self-imposed rules. So nobody is forcing me to do these things. This is just what I am choosing to do to make the game more interesting. And boy howdy did it. So Nuzlocke rules are that I get to catch 1 Pokemon per route. So as you travel through the game, you go and unlock new areas, and I get to only catch 1 Pokemon. If it faints or it runs away, I don't get a Pokemon that route. So the number of Pokemon I get to use and select are limited. On top of this, I have a randomizer turned on to my emulator. So the Pokemon are not the Pokemon they're supposed to be. Someone says they're gonna throw out their Pidgeotto and it's a freaking Blastoise. Like, it's great, it's mayhem, I loved it. So I got some really random Pokemon I didn't know existed, probably never would have picked, and chat named all of my Pokemon, some of them after themselves and some of them after their characters, all of them beloved to myself and the chat. So when we suffered the losses were they were felt. And it was really fun. I don't think I've ever been that invested in a game of Pokemon before. So if you want to try something like that, if that sounds interesting to you, I would highly suggest it. It was really fun. Alright, so I've got my Venusaur. I'm just gonna doodle them like badly, because we're just relaxing, we're doodling. So I've got my Venusaur. This is Artichoke on. the backstory for his name is on my gaming channel. I don't even actually remember what Venusaurs look like. It's just a really big Bulbasaur now. I kind of want to do them as like pinups, but I don't know. I gotta kind of like think about what details are on the Pokemon first. So that's another reason doodling is really good. Actually, Pokemon's a really good a good example of that. So, I've tried drawing Pokemon a few times before. Not a ton, but not none. And I always feel frustrated because I can't make the designs look that good. And I'm like, I don't know how to. Other people do it so much better, blah, blah, blah. And then I put the Pokemon down because, oh no, poor Scott, she can't draw the Pokemon, boo-hoo, right? Well, then I came to the realization that the people I was looking at drawing these super cool Pokemon drew Pokemon a lot, or drew the same Pokemon a lot, so they were familiar with all of the details that they were rearranging and playing with. And I'm trying to draw a Pokemon for the very first time and think it's supposed to be just amazing and sexy, and I'm like, right. I need to think about the details and how I want to arrange them. Why is he such long neck boy? Yeah, you got abs now. Fucking ripped Bulbasaur. Ivysaur? No, Venusaur. I caught it as a Venusaur. Alright. I'll just give him giant muscular legs. I don't know. I just like messing around. I usually have my sketchbook, and at night I just kind of mess around while I watch TV or decompress after I eat dinner. And I just kind of mess around and draw whatever. So sometimes it's stuff that we're watching. Sometimes it's things I've been doing. Other times I just draw fun shapes and see what I like. So Artichoke, since they're a Venusaur, I was like, okay, artichokes have like, we're usually used to seeing them in the stores in their really tight, compact stage. And you boil them and you eat them, and boy do I miss dipping those in mayonnaise. But, let's see, copy. There we go. Have you seen them when they bloom? They're so pretty. Like, oh my god. It makes me want to grow some just to let them bloom. Oh no, Deathlight says all of your Pokemon. I know. I was so sad. Let's see. Why won't this stay updated? Oh, now it just straight up like blanked out. No! I tried. The chat does not like me. Will it fix it if I type in it? No. I broke it. Oh. I'm so... Why is it being like this, I wonder? I don't want to mess around with, like, with it a ton, but I don't understand what it's doing this for. Oh god, it doesn't recognize it as a source anymore. It's over. Oh no. Really? Yikes, it does not like this. Oh no. Well, chat's broken. I'm sorry. I don't know what else to do. Will an emote show up? Oh god, I'm just breaking everything. I'm sorry. That's so dumb. I don't know why it's being like that. Well, I will try to find a way to fix that. I spent time before the stream trying to get the chat on the screen this time, and it didn't work, so I'm sorry. We'll try again. There has to be a way. The tutorials are all like, oh, you just screen capture it. I'm like, Maybe I yeah, no, it's just broken. I'm sorry. My buff Venusaur broke it. Alright, so then we've got, let's see, Molly is a Ninetales. I don't remember what Ninetales look like. Oh no. She has fancy hair? Fancy? Fancy? I'm trying to remember. The sprites were like, she'd roar over her shoulder. Like, sassy. And then, let's see, who else did I have? We had Atlas. He was just like my big boulder. If I draw him right now, he's just gonna look like a jukebox with a bush on top. This is, I don't know. I don't remember what he looked like. How can I have a Pokemon the whole game and I do not know what he looked like. So here we go. This is what this is the Pokemon that carried me the whole game. And this is what I remember he looks like. This is my Regigigas. Sorry, it's always a laugh drawing stuff before looking at references. All right, so we got our Ninetales. Oh no, I had a Metagross, but it evolved like at the last minute. And my Drapion, which was like, it had spikes off of its cheeks. Very interesting design choice, but very tanky boy. Tanky gal? I don't know, I feel like I need to pick one to draw. These almost look like pigtails. Alright, so let's see, I had a Drapion. Didn't they have fangs? Yeah, there you go, fangies. The Metagross. This one's actually the most accurate so far. Alright. Oh gosh. He has 4 legs, doesn't he? He's a little crab. Alright. Jukebox Pokemon, best Pokemon, right? Alright, and then there was Nadrin. Oh no. We had, let's see, Fishy, and its little fins looked like it had little legs. I was so sad. Like, Nadrin swam me everywhere. Ugh. So many adventures. Here, let's give her some gills. Okay. I think Venusaur looks like a Bulbasaur. And everything else is really... quite the adventure here. Okay, so let's see. Let me pull up. Let's see, Metagross. Yeah, this one's actually really close. Wow. Alright, copy image. Paste. See, look. It's like 1 for 1. Can't even tell them apart. Alright, And then, let's see, let's get Regigigas. So you can see how bad my rendition of Reggie was. That's not what he looks like at all. I actually feel like I drew his shape upside down. All right, Reggie. I just want a picture. There we go. Copy image. Yeah, my Reggie sucks. I forgot he has little stop traffic lights on him. My god. I know my Venusaur doesn't look like a Venusaur. It's just so hard. Like, I know what a Venusaur looks like. Like, if somebody's showing me a Venusaur, I'm not like, oh, what Pokemon is that? I'm like, oh, that's good old Venusaur from Gen 1. My back hurts. Like, I got that one down. But I can't fucking... What does he look like? Venusaur. That's the artist problem, though, let me tell you. It is not just with Pokemon. We had a stream a couple weeks ago where I found out what otters really look like, and I didn't draw... They looked okay, but they were nothing like what otters actually looked like. And going and looking at references always helps. Always. Let's see. Yeah, I definitely just drew a Bulbasaur. Where's a good one? I like this one. All right. Nope, not save image. I just want to copy the. All right. Yeah, I just drew a Bulbasaur. All right, so that'll look really cool. Drawing a big open artichoke blossom on his back, though. Heck yeah! All right, Ninetales. All right, she is spicy. All right, save image as no, copy image. Boop boop boop. There. Honestly, when I caught a Vulpix, I was so excited. And not only, oh god, so Molly has a whole dramatic story, right? So I caught her really early game. She was one of my starters. Vulpix, flippin' adorable. One of my favorite Pokemon for as long as I can fucking remember, right? She dies. So in a Nuzlocke, if your Pokemon faints, that's it. You put them, they go to the farm. They go either you release them back into the wild, or you put them in a box in your Poke Center that you call your graveyard or whatever, so you know that they are no longer available to play in game. However, the same way all my Pokemon were randomized, we had randomized items on. So I said, if I find a revive in the wild, that I'd be able to use it. And unfortunately, for all of the Pokemon that Deathlight named, Fire Pokemon helped round out the team the best. And so Molly got rezzed because I also found a Firestone, because I said if I found a Firestone, I would res her so that I could evolve her into a Ninetales. So that is exactly what we did. And it was really exciting. It was a lot of fun. And she got to see me to the championship. But let me tell you, my starter was a Dratini, which is another top tier nostalgia bomb favorite Pokemon, right? But it fainted. And I did find 2 revives, and I regret not bringing my starter to the finale, because it would have been great. Alright, Luminion. My poor fishy. We evolved my Luminion. Was another early game Pokemon I had for a long time. But Nadrin took me so far. And I don't think I would be like so excited over a Luminion if it weren't for the fact that, see, look, I got the little leggies right. See, I just didn't get the shape of the head fin right. But I wouldn't have been so devastated to lose my little Finian. I probably would have picked a cooler, like, water type Pokemon. I don't know. There's so many, but it's a hella cool fish. Like, oh fucking look at his little stoned ass. He's so fucking cute. All right, and then Drapion was another weird one. So it's just like a giant scorpion. I think I caught him as a one of the earlier evolutions, but this thing is just I don't know. I do not know why. There are pincers off of its face, but there are. Because Pokemon. Suppose there needs to be no other reason. Just Pokemon. See, that's fairly accurate. I got the shape of the pincers wrong, but, you know, the heart of it's there. Gosh, which one do I want to draw, though? Because I don't think I have time to draw everybody. I might be able to over the course of some time, but can I just do this? Goes on there. Yeah. That removed some of his outline, but sure. Now oops, no! That worked pretty well, actually. Can I do it for the other ones, or will I destroy things? Uh-oh. I'm gonna find out. Ooh. Hey. Alright, that works, that works. It's crude but effective. And it takes out part of Atlas's chunks, though, really? Oh, no. It didn't. It didn't. Alright. I'll just keep doing this then real quick. Kind of cleans up the references. Just a bit. Oops, I did that backwards. I deleted the fish. No. There is no Nadrin. Alright. I don't know which one I want to draw. Actually, that is legitimately a difficult one. Light got dragon raged. I know, Nadrin was so loyal and she fainted. I know, it's so hard. Like, I'm gonna look back years later and I'm just gonna be like in the shower and I'm gonna be like, Screech. She got screeched twice? Or did she only take Screech once? I don't know, but it was very one-hit KO, and those are always rough. There's nothing you can do. Like, if a Pokemon goes down to 1 hit point, you can throw a potion on them and be like, spray, health potion, live, 200 dumps. Like, but if they just 1-hit KO, like, that's it. This is a Nuzlocke. Good day. I'm gonna go cry in the corner. And it just added so much unnecessary drama. I loved it. If there's a Nuzlocke you do, it summons only Elden Ring? What's that? Wait, so like you get multiple summons in Elden Ring? So if you have a summon go down in battle, you don't get to summon them again? Is that the application of logic? Alright, I'm gonna put all these in a folder because this is a real crowded party with my full Pokemon team here. Gosh. I don't know what I want to do. Who do I want to draw first? I either need to try drawing Regigigas again because this is sad. Or I could do my Luminian because rest in peace. God, there's too many choices. This is the other thing. I have decision fatigue. I can't pick a thing. Who do you guys want to see? Who do you want to see me draw? How about you guys pick? It's the equivalent of I don't know. I don't know what I want to eat. Here are the restaurants. We have Goth IHOP. Whatever artichoke is. Tom Girl Outback and sure, Femboy Hooters, Regigigas. Sorry, I need to draw that. Just it doesn't make any sense at all, and that's why I need it. I just draw my winning Pokemon team, but from as each of one of the restaurant tropes. Oh sweet, that's exactly how it goes. But only the summons can damage bosses. Oh god, so you can't do anything. Whoa, that's interesting. How the hell does that work? Light only wanted to hug the world. Yes. Ooh. Regigigas took me so far. Maybe. Let's draw some Reggie. What would? So. I kind of got his shape upside down. And he's got those up top as well as on his wrist. So I kind of got some of it right. Little fingies. He's got what? This here, a 1, 2, 3, and an L. He's got a bush on either side up here. I just like to process details before I start trying to draw something. Like, I could totally just start doodling, but this lets me know maybe what I want to like focus on or what parts I might think are fun. Trying to get an idea of what I want to do for him. And he's just got these like really blocky legs and he's just got bush shoes. How did I never notice he's just got like literal like bushes for shoes? He's fucking styling. I love it. Alright, so this actually goes all the way down. That's kind of it, and then his arms have different stripes. How do I make a Regigigas sexy though? How do you do a Regigigas pinup? I picked a real challenge there. Also, I think they're genderless. I don't think Reggies have. They're one of the genderless legendaries. Same thing with Metagross, I think. It's a hunk of stone and it's a hunk of metal. Makes sense. I should just. So we named my Metagross. We caught it as a whatever the previous level was, but it has like weird. I don't know. It looked like he had like nose and a mustache, and so I just was like, he looks like Robotnik. And that's what we named him. So I should just draw like a sexy Robotnik for my Metagross. Oh god. Alright, so let me move. I'll grab my Reggie Doodle here. Looks like a piece of toast. I love it. Alright, And then where did Reggie go? Is this you? Yeah. Pull this one out so I don't have to worry about it, and then we can hide the rest of the folder. Alright, we'll move Reggie Toast. Oh no! Oh gosh. Let's try again. Now we'll move Reggie Toast. We can stand a non-binary chunk of metal. Alright, let's see. I don't know, what would the back of a Reggie look like? Are they symmetrical? Can I draw them like turned? Can a Reggie look over its shoulder at you? It's got bushes in the way. Fucking get some caked up Atlas there. I'm just stuck thinking about the gym leader. Gym leader Bruno has like, he just slides onto the screen in the middle of a battle and he just has like the thickest ass for no reason, and I just lost it on stream. That was one of my other favorite like moments. All right, so he is just like sparkle because he's just made of rock, I guess. Fucking Leonardo da Vinci sculpted this ass himself. This is cracking me up. I think how can I make this actually work? Can I make it actually work, or is it just as ridiculous as I feel like it is? Does it go, what does the back of a Reggie Gigas look like? They have to have some sort of image, because he comes out on the field. Doo, doo, doo. Why won't it do anything? What? There. Hey, there we go. Oh, handy, handy. So it goes... Oops. There. Got the bush. Then we get the same marks, but let's go down around here. And he gets a little do there. This is like, I keep worrying that I'm like, what if I'm not doing good enough artwork for this stream? And I'm like, then I would have planned to draw something else. The whole point of today is to just doodle, and it doesn't have to be good. So let this prove the point. I mean, maybe it looks good to you, but I'm like, oh god, what am I doing? But I've never drawn Reggie Gigas before, so this is pretty fun, just kind of working out the details. And I guarantee if I try to draw Reggie Gigas after just doodling and messing around trying to learn about the different features and shit, I'm gonna do better than this. Although this is probably my here, hold on, actually, it just needs 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And a matching there. Like, there. I was just missing the other half. It was really close. Oh god, this is cracking me up. Oh god, can I make this look good? I need it. It's cracking me up. But like I do a lot of like commissions for furries and a lot of pinup work of furries. So it's funny because I sit here and I think about Pokemon. I'm like, oh, I want to draw Pokemon. And I'm like, oh god. Pokemon, but sexy. And I'm like, God, Skutz, do you know how to draw anything else? I'm like, do I want to draw anything else? And I'm like, ah. So what are you gonna do about it? We're drawing a sexy Regigigas, and you can join the stream, or you can shake your head and walk away, but I'm not gonna stop you. My goal today was to doodle and have some fun doodling some silly things, and I'm gonna say I accomplished that. We have a caked up for no reason Reggie. Oh shit. It's a good day. It is a good day. Atlas got that Bruno cake, yeah. What else? Well, I guess his arms are like way bigger. How can you get, I don't know if I can still have him looking over his shoulder. I feel like his legs should be just a little bit longer too. That's funny. Alright. Let's see. What else? I don't wanna... I want like a pose that would show the backside of the Venusaur. It has like 1, 2, 3, 4 leaves. Can I see her over them then? I don't think my Venusaur was a girl, but that's fine. I want to draw a very thick Venusaur, and I'm gonna. No one can stop me. It's why you should draw. You can do whatever you want. You want to draw an extra thick Venusaur? You can draw an extra thick Venusaur. I'm gonna play around with some poses, and then I think I'm gonna take some ref images and try to do something, because like I kind of like this, but I don't know if you can actually do your legs like that. I guess. Well, that's the wrong button. Also, if you're trying to make proportions match, the easiest thing to do is try to measure it. Like, sometimes I'll use my finger and go, okay, it goes from this point to this point, and I'll check it, but usually I just kind of use my fingers to measure this way, and then make sure that like my knee and hip joints are similar, and then check like the length of my lower leg, and then this one I know I want to be about roughly that same length. So when you see when you see the artist like squinting and they're like holding this up to like the canvas and like then they like hold it up to the real world and they're like trying to, it's basically trying to use your pencil for scale the same way. And like this is another technique, so it looks silly to just be like but it's accurate. It's a viable method. And it's just something that I like doing, so I'm gonna keep doing it. She'd be twisted. Her other shoulder would be over there. Let's see if there's something like this. Yeah, I think she's really scrunched down on the... Yeah, I know what I want to do with the legs, but I don't know if that actually works anatomically. This is one of the other ways you can sketch too, is kind of starting with a basic stick figure more or less, and then you build the meat onto it, and then I'll usually use this with my other method of erasing stuff out, and that generally will result in something I like because it lets me get rid of the clutter and I can keep some of the stuff that I want. I don't know what outfit I'd want to put her in either. Oof. It's so hot. Maybe it's bikini season, swimsuit season. Oh, you can't really see much though, because she's gonna have a big flower on the back. Oh, my Venusaur was hella tanky too. Like, there were a few close calls, but wow, Artichoke was another really solid, Pokemon that I had on my team. I'm just trying to see if this is even gonna work, like, with the way I want. I don't even care about it being good. I'm trying to, like, convey the concept to myself. That whole thumbnailing thing we were talking about. Like, is the pose I'm thinking about even worth trying to work out? Do Venusaurs have little tails? I think they do. And they have, like, their feet remind me of, like, elephants or rhinos almost, where they're the really thick and, like, stumpy almost. Like, I would imagine something similar. No, I keep using the wrong... Yeah, I gotta, like, get a pose reference going for this one, because I see something in my head, but I'm struggling. I'm struggling to get the thing out. But instead of getting mad, I'm just tucking this away as, like, a, basically a rough sketch. Like, it doesn't have to be good, but there's a concept I'm picking at here. And, like, I don't know. Because I want to do, like, these little saw bladey type guys, and then these are very much like the pokey stabby bits. She's just one giant flower, though. Alright, let's try. I feel like feel like Molly is another one that's really, really fun. I haven't drawn her as a Ninetales. It's probably one of the easier ones I can do. But that's fine. I kind of want... I want to do it. So I'm gonna. Oh, I drew the cutest. Let me see. Can I pull her up? Do 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 do. Let's see. I drew light somewhere. There she is. It was a quick one. She was my Dratini, and one of her only damaging moves was Wrap. So she's just basically squeezing the target. So we were just like, well, and they don't have any arms. Like Dratini don't have arms. So we're just like, she's got really, really ripped abs. And I had to draw it. And so the joke is that if you get a hug from her, she will crush you. In fact, I think I drew this as well. Yes. Hold on. Where did that one go? That one was here. It's actually Skuttzbuttz getting a hug. It's Muscle Bro hug. So yeah, it was her first one, and then she got Coil, and then another move like that. Yeah, she was just buff. You have such a cute idea. Light coiled up around Molly, enjoying the floofy warm friend. Aww. We can have a happy ending today where I didn't make my starter faint. She just wants to hug the world. Oh, it's just a piggyback ride. I'm really sad I didn't bring my starter back. I'm really sad. Like, playing through the whole Pokemon game and getting to the finale and beating the final, like, battles with the Elite Four and to not have my starter with me. Regret. So much regret. I would have had a Dratini to a Dragonite to a Dragonair. No, Dragonair then Dragonite. That's why I got confused. I said them in the wrong order. Like, dang it. I'm sad I didn't bring my starter. Molly's a very Southern Belle type. Maybe I should have her. I don't know, she's got the cute little we decided she'd look cute with glasses too. What do let me see. Okay, first, let's grab the Ninetales. Where is she? Right here? Yeah. Throw this one up here. We'll tuck Reggie back down. I gotta go see if I can find... I gotta go find New Blood's drawing of her. I'm sorry that I'm a little bit quiet. I'm just kind of in the zone. And I just feel like that's... It's the hardest place to try to think while I talk. I don't know. Just trying to think, like, what pose would I want to draw her in that shows off her tail? I'm also having a rough day. Well, a rough week. My shoulder's been doing pretty bad. So I'm also in a lot of pain right now, which affects my ability to, like, just zone in and really do stuff. I move wrong and it draws me back out. So I think that's also another thing to really note. If you're trying to learn to draw, having a good spot where you can try to be uninterrupted or undistracted, so that you can not worry about being pulled out of your flow. Alright, and speaking of, I think that's probably actually a good reason for me to wrap it up, is, I am pretty sore right now, and I would like to go lay on my heat pad and rest my shoulder, because I ultimately have some more commission work to get done today. But I kind of put out some ideas and thought about my Pokemon's designs, because like I said before, it's really good to sleep on stuff, and give your brain a chance to kind of digest it and think about it. And I'm not sure if this is what I will pick up doing next week or not, but if it is, we will pick up from here. Otherwise, I'll probably just work on another piece of merch, or yeah, that I'm just gonna chase whatever I feel like drawing, honestly. Oh, I really like her hair. I kind of like leaving the little spirals in to kind of still hint at the Vulpix. I really didn't want to evolve my Vulpix because I think Ninetales and Vulpix are both equally hella cute, so but Ninetales has better defense stats, therefore better survival chance than a Nuzlocke, so that is where we went with it. Oh, I think for some reason I can totally see her in like some polka dot stuff. Alright. Anyways, I think it's a good time to wrap up. We'll reconvene next week, hopefully on time. If I can avoid having tech issues that hold up the stream, I'll do my best. Otherwise, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope my little how to draw tutorials are helpful. I've been held up for about 2 years just trying to figure out how to format them into a YouTube video, and I decided it's better to just sit down and, you know, treat it like a one-on-one, like I'm explaining it to you as a viewer. And I'm enjoying it. I hope it's been enlightening, and I'm working on more videos behind the scenes. So there'll be another one up hopefully next week. I got all the editing done, and it just needs the extra pizzazz at the end. All the meat and sweet potatoes are taken care of. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. It means a lot, and yeah, I appreciate it. Actually, I think next week we might be drawing Molly next week. This is cute. I like this. I like it. We have a good start here. I don't know what I want to do with it, but like this hair has me. Like, I don't know what happened. I don't know how we got here, but when I said doodle till you find something that captures you, this hair captures me. I want to draw this. I want to make her adorable, and I think she will be the first installment of my Pokemon champion team. All right, take care. Have a good one. Check the links below for merch. I'm gonna have a new drop coming soon. And yeah, take care. Have a good one, and I'll see you next time. Bye.